Sick.
It's the 4-7 podcast. We're back. Opening day. Oh, baby. And it can't...
How you like my intro? Up all night working on that.
Yo, you know what? You did a phenomenal fucking job. And I tip my hat to you, sir. I tip my hat to you.
And I humbly accept.
Crack open a ghost. You know what I mean? Try to
It's
start
time.
this morning, right?
No free ads.
Fucking sponsor us already, you dicks.
That'll get them.
Yeah, fucking assholes. Let's go.
Strong arm them.
But man, so let's just dive. I'm gonna go right into my first hot take. You know, just that was the intro. You know, just gonna go right into it here. I think. I don't know.
I love it.
All right. Opening
Flaming
day.
hot takes.
Yeah, I'll get into it. But my favorite thing, especially to you fucking Met haters, Met hating mother. Oh, Aaron Judge went 0 for 5 and he had 4 strikeouts. We won 7-0, and the next day my man hit a 2-run home run.
In game 2, there's no pressure in game 2.
He's gonna win MVP again. You pieces of dookie.
And that's fine.
Haters.
If you're happy having a guy win MVP and go 0 for 48 in the playoffs every single year with 46 strikeouts, that's on you.
Wow.
That's good. Listen.
Okay.
All rise. Well, and he needed an ABS to get that home run. He struck out.
Hey, don't steal my fucking segment, okay? Don't steal my segment. Damn, you try to prep with a guy before the show, and now he's trying to steal your shit. What's your hot take? What do you got? But yeah, Aaron Judge haters, suck it. Chris, take it away.
It's not really a hot take, but you watch this Dodgers team, and they're prone for 120 wins this year. They're so good. I hate it. Diaz came in yesterday. They had some old lady playing the horns. It was terrible. It was really bad. Like, I hate everything about what they got going on. They're ISIS to me right now. I watch them, and I assume that's what they are. That's how much I hate them. I want Diaz to have a horrible year. I want Tucker to have a horrible year. I want everyone over there to be terrible, but they're not going to be, and they're awesome, and it sucks. It really sucks. It's like watching Duke beat St. John's last night. It hurts my soul. Wow. And then seeing that old lady, like we had Tommy Trumpet playing the horns, right? They got some old lady on her deathbed out there. She doesn't even have enough air to blow these horns. It sounded terrible. It was terrible. He came and he struck out 2 guys. He got the save. I hate it. I
also just want to point out the Yankees, since we've played 2 games and no one else has, we are the division AL East leaders. And, of course, the Mets can never be in first. You are tied with the Miami Marlins. I
see what you did.
I hate that. Yeah, I mean, you just can't get there. Even 1 game in, you're still just not there.
Listen, at the end of the day, everyone in the Mets division won, and everyone in your division didn't win. It's a much weaker division. Anyone could win that division. Everyone in the NL East right now is prone to go 162-0.
Oh, that's true.
Everyone in the AL East, there's already a team with a loss. Who has the loss?
Tampa
lost.
Good.
So you have one of the worst teams in the MLB in your division. Wow, must be easy. Plus, you have the White Sox in the American League. They might not win a game. Struggled on their game 1 with a close 14-2 loss.
More like Aaron Pooge, am I right? Get out of here, Matt. Get the fuck out of here, this guy.
Love it,
this guy. But let me jump into opening day real quick. Let me get into that. Let's just get into to the nitty gritty. Opening day for the
Yankees. On Netflix, which we hated.
Yeah, we can both just talk about that real quick. So the Yankees opening day was Wednesday night on Netflix, and outside of Jameis Winston, who was just very fun to watch, what the fuck? Like, watch one, what was up with the hazy camera? I don't understand. Like, everything looked like it was in a fog. And especially
it was a bad watch.
Yeah, especially in comparison to the next day or the next game where, they're playing in the exact same stadium and now the broadcast looks great. Beautiful sunny day in San Francisco and everything looks great. But on the Netflix, you had this weird hazy camera. Then you had this horrible ad, like they were doing the green screen ad behind the batter, which it just looked like it was just horrible. From
I
someone,
turned it off.
I mean, it was really bad. The broadcasting team was bad. As much as I could listen to Barry Bonds talk for a very long time, he was really the only highlight of it. Everyone else just seemed like they've never worked together. There was no real chemistry. And I get it, it's their first time broadcasting, but shit, you and I had more chemistry on our first week show last week than an entire production team that spent, I'm sure, hours and days putting that all together for it to just look absolutely abysmal. Yeah, again, other than Jameis Winston,
you're right.
Who's just a fun dude, there was nothing there. Nothing there.
It 100% felt like they all flew in at like 6 p.m. and they were like, all right, what are we doing? All right, good. Like the production team did their part, and then all the talent came in. Yeah, like met each other like an hour before the show.
Yeah.
It just felt like everyone talking. There was no like you said, there was no chemistry. It was just this guy talks, then this guy talks, then this guy talks, then an ad. It was just weird.
But the Yankees jumped on Webb. Now he holds a 10.8 ERA. They smacked him around for 5 runs in the second inning, and that was pretty much all they needed. Max Fried was just unbelievable. Exactly what you would expect. He came out first inning. Was definitely got a little rattled, but then settled down after that, and just wow. I mean, can't say anything more. Yeah. I mean, he went, 6?
Fried's an elite pitcher.
Yeah, he went 6 innings. Let me see the final stats.
He had 4 Ks. Because he didn't have his great stuff. He wasn't super sharp. Like you said, he struggled a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
The Giants didn't get on top of him. When a guy like Fried, when he's early on, if he's struggling, you have to jump on him because he's going to settle in. Guys like him are too good. They're going to settle in inning 2, 3. So if you don't stack up the runs early on, you have no shot. Even when he's not on his A game, he gave like a B game that opening night, and he was still shut out the Giants. I mean, it's not as good knocking out Logan Webb as it is Paul Skenes, but it's okay, I guess.
No, Skenes is But what really stuck out to me though is the bullpen, and this is 2 games in a row now. Now it's going to kind of go over the first 2 games, but the bullpen also lights out. You had Bird, Hedrick. These guys I've never even honestly, I don't even. I'm just learning who these guys are now. And
that's definitely not their strong suit.
No, you would, but their starting rotation is, and holy shit. But obviously, opening day, everyone wanted to rag on Judge. He went 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts, which is something he hasn't done. I don't even think he did that last year at all. So, a terrible first day for him. But, I mean, we got production from everybody, from Caballero, who I want to start, honestly. Don't bring Volpe back. I don't care if he's healthy. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, you had getting stuff from the bottom. Wells, Caballero, and McMahon actually all contributing is something we didn't have. McMahon and Caballero had 3 RBIs total. If you can get that from the bottom of your lineup, especially when your superstar just has a shit day, scoring 7 runs and Judge doesn't even touch the ball, that's a good day in the office. Cannot start the season better. And then, of course, my man, the next day we also another horrible thing about Netflix, the first ever ABS challenge, they didn't even cover it. Just awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
That's awful. Right.
They just what are you guys?
It was like the biggest story of the offseason, and the first one happened, and they were just like, all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Whatever. Yeah, no big deal.
Can't hold their umps accountable. Not on Netflix.
No.
Yeah, but you got to be happy with that opening day. I mean, you got nothing from Judge. Fried wasn't at his best, and you still shut him out. Dominated. An absolute Yankee performance that you needed.
Yeah.
I think every Yankee fan walks away from that extremely happy, regardless of how Judge played. Because at the end of the day, Judge is going to hit 300 at 50 to 60 homers, 120 RBIs, play a good right field.
Yeah, there's a real good chance he hits he joins the 400 club. So I want to bring this up real quick. Well, while I'm bringing,
what do you think about Goldschmidt batting first?
Well, I mean, he did it in the first game. The first game it was Grisham.
Yes. Oh, he did. Yesterday he did.
Yeah, Grisham batted first, and he had 2 RBIs. So, you know what I mean? That's from a guy that especially in the first show, we were talking about Dominguez and why he should possibly be. But then literally the next day after we did our show, Dominguez lets a routine pop fly go right over his head. And you're like, well, and that's why, even though he's batting 3-something in spring, you can't, he's going to give up just as many runs as he can possibly produce, which is what you don't want. You can't just have, again, it wasn't a challenging, it was a regular routine, just running to the wall kind of play, and you let it go over your head. You almost as bad as I don't want to steal your thunder from the Met segment, but almost as bad as the center fielder on the Pirates. Like
O'Neal Cruz.
Like you can't have that shit happen. Like that can't be your boy. Like your center fielder just being like, yeah, we're
you can't
trash. Like absolute trash. So
longer the days from Willie Mays, and you got guys that
dude,
just drop routine.
Just brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, O'Neal Cruz. Shout out O'Neal Cruz. He gets the game ball for the Mets.
Go ahead. Take it away while I got
a little Metland.
Yeah.
Opening day. Finally, the real team that owns New York. You see it on the bottom. It says who owns New York. And he was kind enough to put in who owns and then the answer in Met colors. So even AJ knows who really owns New York. It's Queens. They got the best food. They got the better stadium. They got the better borough.
I'll give you Citi Field. Citi Field blows away Yankee Stadium.
Citi Field is nice. Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah. They got the brewery in there now too with that big scam. They added that is going viral. The 999 challenge, which is 9 beers, 9 hot dogs through the 9 innings. But as it turns out, they give you these little cups. They're like this big. It's actually one beer that they give you. So it's $55 for like 9 of those appetizers, those like wiener dogs. And they give you one 24-ounce can to fill up these like 9 shot glasses that they give you. And there's people saying that one beer doesn't even fill up the 9. So it's $55 for like a beer and a couple of little hot dogs. It's a big scam. They try to say like, oh, but it's a collector's item. You can take home the box that's soaked in beer and hot dog juice.
Oh, yeah. That's what I want.
And you can take home these little Met plastic cups. Just do the right thing. I'll say one thing about Phillies. They do the dollar dogs. Like the Phillies, just do something for a fan experience. I get that the food is good, but you have the brewery now. You promote this 999 challenge. Do 999. I get you don't want to get people bombed. You don't want to do the 9 beers, but you got to do half. You got to do like 4 beers and do 6-ounce cups and do 5 12-ounce cans, right? Be a little fair. You're charging $55. One beer for $55. It's already like $300. You're already $300 in the hole before you walk in. That's That's my hot take. On to Mets opening day. 11-7 against one of the best teams in the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Everyone knows that the Pirates are a great team. Everyone had them as a World Series contender. But in all seriousness, they did tee off on Paul Skenes. If you want to call it teeing off, I mean, the game starts. He walks Lindor. Soto gets a hit. They're moving. They're wheeling and dealing. They get the bases. I think the bases were loaded for Beatty, right? And the Beatty one was actually worse for O'Neal Cruz than the Simeon. The Simeon one was the one where he hits the routine pop, he settles under it, and the ball just drops right next to him. If you watch the Beatty one, he hits the ball, and Cruz, first thing, he steps forward, stops, and then turns around and starts running the other way, and the ball was clearly over his head. Beatty beat him. They gave him 3 RBIs. Then they gave I just looked this up. They gave Seaman they gave him an RBI too for the one where, because Cruz never touched it. He missed it so bad that it landed next to him and he got an RBI. But Freddie Peralta, I thought, did well. He struggled early on. The first guy gets on. It was Cruz, actually. He had him. I thought he was going to strike him out, but he gave him a little blooper. Then Brandon Lowe comes up and hits a fly ball, which carried on forever. I didn't think it was going to go out. It was dragging on. Ben just settling under it. And I guess the ball was carrying. That's why O'Neill Cruz kind of misplayed his. But the ball just kept sailing into the right field, then gone. Brandon Lowe, 2-run dinger. Now the vibes are low. Peralta's getting a 2-run homer. You figure here comes Skenes. He's going to shut him down. And they go out. They score 5 runs in the first inning. Peralta gives up another home run to Lowe in the 3rd inning. Then he settles down again, gives up another run in the 5th. So it was kind of an up and down game for Peralta. But if I remember correctly, he had a bad opening in the Bronx, I guess. I think last year. I think he opened up against the Yankees. And he had a bad show. So I think he's going to be fine. He's still looking for like $40, $50 million. So he's going to be fine. He had 7 strikeouts. If you watch the game, if you watch the game too, if you bet under 6.5 strikeouts, you got to be feeling a certain way because he had the ABS challenge, the first one of the season. That was by a pitcher. And he called his own number, strike 3. It was 3-2 count. Great play by Peralta. Love Peralta.
Speaking of ABS, let me come back. I finally got this set up. So, historically, Aaron Judge has been absolutely shit on with the low strike. His entire career, because he's a giant, he has been absolutely victimized by the low strike that are absolutely balls to him because, again, he's fucking huge. So, and we got to see it literally play out exactly how you would expect.
Beautiful. Strike 3.
1-1. Judge, fly ball right, so, strikeout.
This is exactly,
now it's going to be challenged.
Yeah, challenge that shit. Now, look at this eye, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Look at his eye. Look at it.
Reverse from a...
Yo. That's how you know my man's locked in. Locked.
And what does that have to be? Like 50% in, right?
It just has to touch. No, it just has to touch. Like, literally, if that was touching, it's a strike. It doesn't matter.
There's really?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be.
I thought they changed it.
Really?
I thought so, because if you watch the one I sent you for the Royals, Perez, it looks like some of it was touching, but they kept getting overturned. I guess it is just and then
goes down to a 3-2 count, changes the count completely, and boom, 2-run shot.
Yep.
Let's go, baby. MVP.
He has to come back upstairs.
But, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I can't
even
wait.
ABS has a sponsor already.
Yeah, ABS. Well, I mean, because there's going to be a lot of them. You're going to have several of them a game, especially if they keep winning. Like, we're going to play the Peralta ones a little later for ABS because, sometimes. But, like, even that one, you can make the argument like, okay, the umpire missed it by less than an inch. So, like, whatever. But, again, it does change. It changes the game. It changed, for a pitcher, they can continue to have momentum. I think Schittler won one in the next game as well. And, that's what I want to go, finish this up. The first time in Yankee history, back-to-back shutouts to start the season. Literally never in the historic Yankee history, never has happened.
Wow.
And Schittler
and you think Johnson, Schilling, like
that's what I mean. Yeah, we've had some absolute back-to-back aces, and this is, and you would think it would be Fried and Cole, but no, we got Schittler coming in. Basically, really it's going to be really his rookie season because he came in at the end of last season, so this is really his first real start. Went 5-1, 8 Ks, looked absolutely down. His stuff is filthy, man. Like, he just has so much movement. Just absolutely ridiculous. And then again, the bullpen, guys I'm going to be learning about this year. 13 Ks over the entire game, including Schittler. Just complete shutout ball for 2 straight games. Never has happened in the Yankees career history. It's kind of insane. And then we got a game tonight.
Who was that other pitcher on the 2016? It wasn't Schilling. With Randy Johnson. I'm trying to find it. Schilling was on Boston. The 2006, the Yankees. They had Randy Johnson. They had the other guy. It was, I forget who was on the team. Mike Mussina.
Oh, Moose. Yeah, but
and Wong.
Yeah. But
that's crazy that they didn't. So that was the first time. Back-to-back shutout.
That's what I mean. Like,
just on opening day, right?
Like
the first 2 games.
Yeah, the first 2 games they've never never done that ever. Back-to-back shutouts,
okay.
To start a season. Yeah, and then tonight we got Will Warren. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. I don't think, could you imagine opening up the season 3-0 with 3 shutouts? I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, Will Warren tonight, and looks like we got, let's see.
They're expecting to turn the corner, too. Like his third year, first full season. This is his first full season, right? Or did he start on the team last year?
No, he was on the team last year. No, yeah.
But I mean, like at the beginning?
Oh,
because
no. Yeah, this is, they're pretty much running it back. Like, I think he was acquired later in the season. So, yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's like 26 or so. They're kind of expecting him to like take that next step, kind of to be like the number 3 guy.
Wonder, have they announced the lineup tonight? Probably not. It might be a little too early because it's a night game. I'm curious to see who's in the number 1 hole.
8 o'clock game, right?
Yeah, I'm curious to see who's leading off between we had Grissom and then you said Goldschmidt was yesterday. So very curious, but Will Warren filling in, and before we get Rodon, before we get Rodon and Cole back, I think we got a good shot. Who are we facing? Facing Maul. I mean, guy had for a number 3 starter, man, 2.18 ERA from last year, 6-4. I mean, no
for the Giants.
Yeah, for the Giants.
Yeah.
So,
and it's it's tough to get swept at home on the opening series. So if I was a betting man, I would probably lay for the Giants tonight. Night game.
But all right, man. Now it's your turn to continue where you were. Sorry for my ABS. I had to get it in there.
I was rudely interrupted.
Yes. Yeah, talk about your
so
team.
I mean, I'm gonna take a quick nap. You talk about your Mets.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You never disappointed with a loss. Would I have wanted things to go a little different? Would I want Peralta to lay a goose egg for him? Yeah, I would have. But I think he pitched all right. 7 Ks. The over under was 6.5. He got the 7th one because of that ABS. Although there's no saying that he wouldn't have got that strikeout after. Things I am happy about. Benj home run, first one in his debut since Kaz Matsui. So a short list of Hall of Famers. If you remember the legendary Kazu Matsui, brought him in when they had Jose Reyes and they had to transfer him to second base. But Benj, right after Benj hits a home run, Alvarez hits one like out of the ballpark, an absolute bomb. So, I mean, they teed off on these Pirate pitchers. Yes, it was sloppy for the Pirates in the beginning, and yes, they needed O'Neal Cruz to be the worst. But I don't know. I think I'm happy. Beatty got the 3 RBIs, even though you could question that. If you have a good center fielder, that's probably caught. Louis Robert, I thought, had a good game. He brought it. He drove in 2 runs, 1 on an infield hit. He ran out. He played a good center field. What you doing to me?
I'm trying to help you out.
Tobias Harris came in. He pitched 3 good innings, and then Louis Garcia. That was a little questionable. I'm not too happy with that. He's supposed to be one of their good relievers, and they kind of teed off on him. Scored a couple runs there in the 9th. Now he's supposed to be like the vet coming in. You got him, Weaver, Williams. These are guys you're relying on. Because AJ Minter's still hurt. He's not coming back for another month, maybe 2. You have Dick Lovelady as your lefty. You have Brooks Raley as your lefty. So, you're kind of relying on guys like Louis Garcia. It's still questionable with the bullpen. I'm not really sold on it. Like you said, Devin Williams, how much do you really have faith on him?
Good luck, baby.
Exactly. And then you watch Diaz last night. He's dominating, and you're just like, oh, man, what did they do? How did they allow this to happen? But I think we both agree that Diaz wanted out. He got out.
Yeah. So
today they play at 4:10.
I know you're a big betting man, so I wanted to bring this in for you.
Allegedly. What's up, Wander?
Break us down
calling
on
his own number.
The over.
It was 3-2
here.
So it wasn't at this point, but the over under for his game was 6.5 strikeouts. This was what, the 3rd inning?
Yes, 3rd inning.
Yeah, so arguably if he walks this guy and then gets another guy out on like a ground out, he ends the game with 6 strikeouts instead of 7. So right here, this was a 3-2 count. He called his own number. ABS challenge, see it's a strike. That guy gets punched out. So technically, this is what led to the 7th strikeout. So the over-under was 6.5. So yeah, if you bet under 6.5, you're not happy with this ABS rule. If you bet over, first of all, real men bet overs, all right? Cowards bet unders. You always go over.
Okay.
So going on. Like I said, I'm happy with the opening day. And then you look at Syracuse, Jonah Tong, 4 shutout innings. He had a little bit of a rough first inning. He's their number 1 pitcher prospect if you're not familiar with him. He came up last year. He was dominant in the minors. They obviously had their starting pitcher issues last year, so they brought him up. They brought Sprout up, who they traded for Peralta. He just didn't have the stuff to get major league hitters out. He had the fastball, the curveball, but a lot of these guys, they come up, they get 0-2 or 1-2, and they can't put a major league hitter away. So he's refining on other pitches. He had a pretty good spring. They want to start him in AAA so that he could refine those other pitches. That's what he did. He's still hitting 97 on his fastball. His curveball is still good, but he's working on a cutter, a slider, a more refined changeup. If you know what that is, if you're familiar. So he pitched good. So you're happy with that?
No, I'm not familiar.
And I said last week they were going to go with the 6-man rotation. About an hour after the show, they announced they're not going to do that. They're going to go to 5-man rotation. Sean Manaea being the odd man out. So going forward, today they play 4-10. Peterson on the toe in the rubber, taking on Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller's an interesting guy. This is the guy that last year was a big name around the trade deadline. For some reason, the Pirates didn't trade him. He's on kind of a team-friendly deal, $15 million a year. He's on contract through 28. I think what was his final record last year? It was terrible. So for his career, he's 42-65. His ERA is around like 4.1, 4.2. But he's going to be an interesting name this year around the trade deadline too, because like I said, he's a guy, $15 million a year for a number 3, 4 that you could bring in, a team that's in contention. The Pirates are not going to be in contention. They're going to have 30 wins at that point. So Mitch Keller's a guy to look out for. He's 29 years old. He's going to be turning 30. And he's a good pitcher. So it's a scary guy to go against here because you don't know what Peterson is yet. Another guy he got his arbitration, $8 million. He's 30. 2 years ago, he was 10-3 with a 2.80 ERA, 2.829. Last year, towards the end of the year, he started to suck. He was their reliable starter somehow midway through the year. Then he fell apart at the end, like all the other Met pitchers too. So I guess it was just like contagious. So he starts today. He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. So he's looking for his contract. When you start turning 30 as a pitcher, pretty much like one more contract, right? You figure trying to get like a 4-year deal, 80 million, something like that. Peterson needs a big year. It starts today against.
No big deal.
Yeah.
4 years,
just
million.
A little bit of 20 a year.
Yeah,
He was a former first-round pick. He's a lefty.
Money's crazy
he's not a 2, so he's not. Don't expect to like bring him in. He's gonna be your number 2 guy, but he could be a 3. He needs a big year. It starts today against Mitch Keller and the Pirates. Go out there, 6-7 innings, shut him down. Let's get win number 2. Tomorrow, 140 game. Oh, that game's at 4:10 today, so I like that. The opening series is all morning, afternoon to late afternoon games. No night games. So you can stay. Oh God! You can stay up.
As a New York fan, it's nice too because it's just a nice afternoon of baseball. Turn on the Mets, then right after the Mets, but on the Yankees, baby. Like I just love
cold.
baseball. I just love baseball.
Yeah, it's still cold too. So if you're going to the games early on in the year, 7:00 games are freezing. You go at 4, you still have some sun. You go at 1, you have some sun. It's the hottest part of the day. But if you're going at 7:00 to Queens, you're going to be freezing your ass off to watch David Peterson and Mitch Keller. I mean,
7:00 at night in San Fran, though, the Yankees should be fine. This is a beautiful day.
Yeah, for you guys. Then tomorrow they close the series at 1:40. This is the one I'm more excited for. Nolan McLean. I'm big on Nolan McLean. I think any baseball fan, not even Met fan, is just big on this guy. He's a young stud. He's coming in. He pitched at WBC the final game. He's got electric stuff. He can get anybody out. So we're looking for a huge season out of him. He's going to be another one of these guys. He's going to be a $200 million guy. He's going to be better than Skenes. Well, maybe not, but he'll be a number 1. That's what we're looking for. After the Pirates, Now I'm gonna give the schedule till Saturday because that's when our next show is. They're flying out to St. Louis. They got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in St. Louis. 7:45 Monday, 7:45 Tuesday, and 1:15 on Wednesday. They're going with Clay Holmes on Monday, Tuesday Senga, and then Wednesday back to the top of the lineup. Back to the top. They're going to go Peralta. They're not going with Manaea in the 6-man rotation. I guess they're going to wait when they get like a 10, when you get like those 10, 12 game stretches with no days off, they'll probably work in a start from Manaea. But for right now, he's starting in the bullpen. I don't know. I guess it makes sense because he had such a bad year. I like him more as a starter and Peterson as a reliever because he's a lefty. But in Mendoza, we trust. Then after that, they fly out to the West Coast. I think San Fran. Yeah, San Fran, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah. So those are night games. So those games I probably won't see much of. 9:45 Thursday, 10:15 Friday, 9:05 Saturday, and 4:05 Sunday. I don't get the 9:45 and 9:05. I don't get why they do that. Usually it's 1:30 or 4:30, right?
Yeah, the Yankees too with like right after this series, we play the Mariners next, but Monday and Tuesday the games start at 9:40. Like what?
So that's a 6:40 game over there.
Yeah, it's just like okay, so not watching those. Definitely catch the highlights. The Wednesday we have a normal game 4:10, and then on Friday Yankee homeowner against the Miami Marlins. So excited about that. A 1:35 game, which is awesome because then I can have it on the radio at work. It helps the work day go a little bit quicker. So I do love that. Yeah, so it's as of right now, we're headed to a Subway Series World Series, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, these teams are
best
these
coaches
teams are dominating.
In the league, absolutely dominant, full force.
Yep. They dominated two top elite pitchers in their first game, Logan Webb and Skenes. Yeah, I mean these guys are all stars.
Skenes is a little skewed though, because that outfielder just absolutely fucked him.
But you're not. The Mets purposely hit the ball with that spin.
Oh, so absolutely.
They told him Beatty, they were like, hit it on the left side so it spins on an angle where it'll hit the sun, and then Cruz won't be able to see it. So it was just so well thought out and planned. Like it was just a master class. Yeah,
that's
all around.
That's where you love, analytics really comes into play there. They give him the analytics like hit it this with this spin and the center fielder can't see shit. He'll be confused. He'll start seeing. He'll see 7 baseballs at one time, and easy triple, easy.
Yeah. And Stearns gave a little bit of the Peralta scouting report to Brandon Lowe. He's like, "Look, I don't want to pay this guy $50 million. He's going to throw you a fastball outside. Hit it out. All right. We want this guy's ERA to be a little high. Bring that money down to 35 a year."
Hell yeah!
It's all part of the plan.
Oh yeah. It's always part of the plan. All right. I think that pretty much wraps it up for today's show. We do have 2 more things. We have the call-in. Is anyone, if you want right now, it's pinned in our chat. Join our Discord, call in.
Phillies won. Chris Sanchez with an absolute dominant performance. Schwarber bomb. Braves won. Nationals won.
Look, National League
Marlins
sucks.
won.
Okay.
And
National
the White
League
Sox.
sucks.
The White Sox lost a nail biter 14-2. And they claimed Brian Hudson off the Mets waivers because he didn't make the team. Dick Lovelady did.
So we're going to keep this open for like a minute or two while Chris and I just bullshit a little bit. Actually, Chris, did you while we see if anyone joins our Discord, again, link is in the chat. Join a Discord, go into the you'll see the Square Table Sports section, go to the 47 caller queue, and then I'll bring you on air, and you can voice your shit. You can talk shit to us. We don't care. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, that's right.
As long as
say the worst thing.
As long as you know that we're gonna absolutely destroy you, it's all good.
We're gonna hang up on you and go back. We have the mic.
Yeah.
I'll be like Francesa.
Yeah.
What a clown. What a clown. School's out. School must be out.
Yeah. I hope we get some callers, man. It'll be fun. But
How does it work? Do they actually like call in through Discord, like through the app, or is it like okay?
Yeah, no. So
and
then
it just puts them right
and
in?
then Discord, I can bring in their audio into the stream, and we're good.
And it's live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or it's cool.
No, this is a live
calling.
Live calling, boys.
I forgot how good I was at this production.
Oh yeah,
I wow myself sometimes. I forgot I set that up.
Yeah, you did a phenomenal job. Absolutely A+ all around.
My game ball is going to Carson Bench for game 1 for 3 with a home run. First game in the majors, 2024 first round pick out of Oklahoma State. Yick yak, get out of town.
How about
he's the best right fielder in New York.
How about Mike Trout, 2 home runs, comeback player of the year, maybe?
Imagine Mike Trout winning comeback player of the year.
Oh, I think we have somebody, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's in here.
We have a caller.
Kurt, what's going on, man? We got Curt from Long Island, ladies and gentlemen. Our first ever
Tell him
call.
I said what's up.
First ever call.
You guys hear me? Because I got the live on at the same time.
Yeah, we can hear you. You are live, sir. You're ready to go. What do you got to say, man? What do you got to say?
I don't got shit to say. I just woke up. So
hell yeah.
Love you, Kurt.
Chris, you sound like
what's
you might
up, Kurt?
Actually watched some baseball this week as opposed to last week. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Chris doesn't watch anything. He just talks shit. But that's but we're all three of us are Jeff fans though, so that's kind of what we have to do.
That.
Yeah, you don't want to talk
what
about
I'll do is I'll rewatch Sopranos and then be like, oh shit, let me go talk some shit about baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. But how did you feel about how you feeling about the Yankees right now, Curt?
Yo, they look good, man. Not.
They look like shit.
That's it. They just look good. All right. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Chris, shut the fuck up.
But no, the floor is yours. I'll mute Chris right now. I'm gonna mute him.
Yeah,
there you go.
It doesn't work with the live going at the same time either. So I'm listening to what he's talking about, all the betting odds. I can't hear what you're saying. So
no, you gotta just mute that and just listen to Discord. Just
yeah,
listen to my voice. Chris, unfortunately, even though he allegedly set up this Discord, didn't actually join the Discord to participate in this.
Yeah, I thought you guys were going to have a live chat going at the same time, too. So I was trying to figure that out for a while.
The live chat? Yeah, the live chat's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube.
I'm just waking up. So.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. But yeah, Shitler, what do you think, man? What do you think?
Yeah, he's got the potential to be one of the best starters in baseball. I mean, the kid's got nasty stuff. The thing that I'm most impressed with is his ability to repeat his. Oh my God, my wife is yelling. His ability to repeat his delivery and throw strikes regularly, even when he doesn't have his best stuff. It looks like he's going to be able to compete. So he's going to end up being like our number 4. Once everybody gets healthy, the Yankees rotation is going to be absolutely ridiculous. If they can continue to play good defense and put the ball in play and score runs without hitting home runs, they're going to be really, really dangerous.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean,
yeah.
The Mets look like they could be really good too. It's going to depend a lot on their starting rotation. Their lineup is nasty. I mean, I love the signing of Bichette, even though they overpaid him, but the dude can rake. So it's going to be a fun season.
Yeah,
they definitely overpaid him because they had to pivot. They lost out on Tucker, and Cohn wasn't going to have that, so he threw a huge bag at Bichette.
Chris, remember, he can't hear you.
No, I know. But in the video...
But yeah,
I'm very excited about Schlittler and McClain. Like these are 2 young, awesome pitchers that are going to run New York, and it's going to be real fun to watch. They could potentially be watching McClain and Schlittler.
Try this again next week.
All right, Curt. We'll get this better. We'll make sure Chris actually does the assignment this time. But have a great weekend, man.
Next week.
Well, I'm sure we'll be talking about the game later tonight.
Yeah,
right,
I'll talk to you later, bro.
Later, man. I'm not gonna mute your ass. What are you doing over there, silly boy?
I was muted.
Yeah, I had to mute you because you don't understand. You're talking live. All right, so let me break this down for you. If you're not in the Discord, he can't hear you at all. So
I know, but I'm responding to it.
I know, but that's like a 3-second delay. So he's not like it's very like it's not very delayed, but it's delayed enough to where he's not going to be able to react to you live. So there's just going to be a lot of weirdness.
Gotcha. Just my one reaction to that was Cohen had to overpay for Bichette. Well, he didn't have to overpay, but yeah, I guess he did because the Phillies were going to get him. They missed out on Tucker, so Cohen's ego was hurt. So he threw a ton of money at Bichette. And I am also excited for Schlittler and McClain. Both young pitchers. They could run New York for the next 10 years. I mean, these guys have the potential to both be dominant, like very, very, very good. And it's exciting. It's been a while since the Mets or even the Yankees brought in a young pitcher through the farm system. Schlittler's through the farm system, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so homegrown guys to come in and dominate. It's exciting. It's exciting time for baseball in New York, and very excited.
So I really want to try to figure out how to do this Subway parlay. I really thought this would have been a fun thing, but apparently you can't do like weak bets, I guess. Like everything has to be part of the. You said futures, right? It's like fast futures, but
they used to do series, like you could bet series, but I don't see that anymore.
I'm trying to. I don't see it on DraftKings either. Man.
Yeah, because that used to be the thing. You used to be able to bet series, and it was a lot better because you had better odds. Let's see. Yeah, Yankees aren't even on here yet. They took it down.
I can't find it, so I'm just going to talk about it. I don't even know, but I was hearing that at Yankee Stadium, it was $15 for a slice of pizza. One slice of pizza, $15.
One slice of pizza, $15?
Yeah, that's
concession prices.
Yeah. So this is what I don't understand. With baseball, for the most part, this is something that I've always considered to be a family sport. Bring your kids to and everything like that. Prices are up, and now again, just going to the game, one beer already costs so now it's like a beer. So say you got 2 kids and your wife. What are you spending on? Just again, everyone a hot dog or a slice of pizza. You're already at, and then a drink. You're already over $100. You know what I mean? Like that's insane. Like what are we doing? I don't. I believe someone called up on the Michael K show and was talking about like how Atlanta does it. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, well, if you charge less, people will buy more. You know what I mean? So it's like it pretty much will even out at the end of the day because people will spend $100 on food, but they'll get more. Now it's just like, again, it's just like one slice of pizza, a beer is already $30 for one part. You know what I mean? And again, what guy eats one slice of pizza? So 2 slices of pizza is $30 and a beer. So we're looking at $50 for 2 slices of pizza and a beer. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like who wants to go to the game when you can stay home on your huge, for the most part, probably like 50 to 65 inch, or if you're a fucking baller, 80-inch television. Order an entire pizza, some wings, drinks, have your whole family, and that costs $50 plus whatever your cable subscription. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like I don't get. I really don't understand how they expect to keep filling up these ballparks. Outside of if you're the Yankees or whatever, you're these big teams that just always sell out. But these concession prices are absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Even if they put a cap. They're not going to lower these prices. Like that's done. Like saying like, oh well, if we put a cap and we regulate the payroll, it's not like they're going to bring like beer down. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, it's just absolutely outrageous to even think about bringing your family to the game and we're gonna eat there. It's like no, we're gonna stop at McDonald's before we go in and don't ask for anything.
Curt brings up a good point. Even if you go to a Red Bulls game, like you think, I'm going to go to a soccer game like MLS, like Red Bulls, they don't even fill the whole stadium. Maybe half on a good day if they play like a rival. And even beers there, $12, $13. It's great. I went to Monster Jam with the kids. Beers are $12 there in suburban Pennsylvania. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
it's like they think if you go to a game. My uncle was telling me at spring training, it's if you go on Ticketmaster, it was $65 for a spring training game. Inside there, you get a beer, $13. This is Port St. Lucie. You're seeing minor leaguers for the most part because the good players were at the WBC at the time, right? So Soto wasn't there, Lindor was hurt. You knew you weren't going to see the stars, and you're still spending this crazy money.
Sounds like we need to go to St. Louis.
Yeah, Curt, sorry I was late to the chat, but yeah, Peralta is plus 2,200 for Cy Young.
29 all you can eat special. I'm in. I'll become a St. Louis fan.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, like I don't
and
understand.
Philly has
like,
the deals too.
These are, you're getting to the point of you're just boxing out all of your fans. You're getting to that point because, like, remember when Yankee Stadium first opened up and like behind the home base they had all these prestigious, ridiculous prices and it was all and it was always fucking empty. That they had to change it because one, it looked terrible on television because it's like, oh, there's 5 people there. It's just like, rich people are more about, the pizza that they want is a special pizza from Epstein Island. They don't give a fuck about baseball. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to come to root for a fucking team or any of that shit. They do their own thing, or they're in a fucking suite upstairs doing their own. Like,
it's a status thing for them.
Yeah, let families go to the games, want to go to the games. Like, I don't even want to. I would be a season ticket holder but it's absolutely crazy. And I love baseball. There is nothing more fun to me that I remember of like going to Yankee games with my dad and my grandfather.
Right.
I could watch, and it could be any game. I don't care. I just love baseball. I go to Citi Field, and Citi Field is, talk about atmosphere. Citi Field's atmosphere is honestly one of the best in baseball. That stadium's great. The food is great. The colors are great. I'm a huge Yankee fan, but
they're gonna have that whole city across the street.
Outside of the Yankee Museum at Yankee Stadium, like, it's whatever. It's just concrete. It's concrete with some white accents. Like, ooh.
Yeah, Cone was the best thing to happen to them because, I mean, the last owners, I don't even want to say their names. They were just horrific for the team, horrific for the fan base.
Yeah, Curt says cheaper to fly there and get a ticket in a hotel than go to Yankee Stadium or Citi Field. Yeah, it's just like what you're hearing, like with Disney. It's cheaper to literally go to Disney in Japan, buy a flight, a hotel, and go to Disney in Japan than go to fucking Disney in Florida. Why? What is going on here? I'm so sick of this shit. Like, it's like, guys, I'm so tired. We're the richest country in the world. No. There's like 10 of you that just make us the richest country in the world. Like, everyone is fucking
Here he goes.
Poor. No, there's no middle class anymore. I don't give a shit. We can get a little, because now, again, all this political shit is now seeping into all of our regular shit. Like, I can't go to baseball games now because you wanna bomb a country for no reason and everything goes up because we can't import shit. Like, thanks asshole. Like, you know what I mean?
And they used to give us enough where we didn't care. Now we don't even get that no more. It's like, it used to be like, oh, at least you could go watch the Mets. It's okay. Now it's like, no, you can't.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Even just gas prices now too. It's $40 to fill up my fucking mid-size
Ride
sedan.
a bicycle.
Yeah, just easy. Take five hours to get to Yankee Stadium via bike. Actually, that'd be pretty ridiculous. Actually, probably like 10
5 hours would be impressive.
Yeah, I'd fucking start joining the Olympics. But yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't understand from the owner's perspective. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? And again, I get it from the Yankee standpoint because they sell out regardless. It's just like Madison Square Garden, even though but I was gonna say, even though the team was garbage for like 20 years and now they're good, you just, they always sold out. So like they don't have to adjust anything. But at some point it's gonna break and like you're gonna see attendance drop because I don't.
Yeah. I don't think you will, though, because the Jets suck. Because you're always going to get rival fans that buy the tickets. Like, the Jets suck. They haven't had 50% Jets in the stadium in MetLife in years. It's just Bills fans, Patriots fans, Steelers fans. So anytime a fan can get into the stadium, they're going to go because they're going to buy it on the second market.
Yeah, but
for cheap because
football's different though, because everyone tailgates outside, which now they're also trying to stop that shit. There's been a lot of talk about that. Is like stadiums are trying to stop tailgating. If you stop tailgating at football games, football attendance will die. 100%. Most of the Jet fans aren't in the stadium because they're still outside.
There would be an absolute boycott where everyone would take the train to the game. No one would pay for parking because that's why you're paying for parking, so you could sit there and drink. So you don't have to spend $18 inside on a beer.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I don't go to. I stay home. I stay home for like everything now. I
know, but it sucks.
Giving up. I used to love going to the games in when the Nets were in Jersey because they sucked. The game tickets were like $12. Now you can't even find that when teams suck. We go looking for Jets tickets and it's $60, $70. We're like, I'm not spending that.
It's like, the pandemic, man. We all got stuck inside, and then we like all wanted to go back outside, but they were like, hey, but the prices are crazy out here. So you're like, all right, fuck it. I'll stay inside, I guess, forever. Like,
if you walk out your front door, it's $250.
Hell, half of these podcasts that I do is just so I can hang out with my friends for an hour because I can't ever see you guys. Right. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, most of this is more for my own mental health than anything else.
I'm not going to be able to afford this soon.
Yeah, soon they're going to bump up internet prices where I won't even be able to stream in good quality because it's like, do you want to spend $700 on gigabyte internet? No.
Yeah. You're going to see an ad pop up on my face every 30 seconds.
Yeah. But, all right. Let's go, Yankees.
AJ blacked out there.
I did. Because
this is a 4-7 podcast. He was talking about the Yankees earlier. If you want baseball news, rewind.
It all comes together. It's all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. It starts with Judge and ends with a political agenda.
Man, it's not a political agenda. I just want to be able to take my family to a Yankee game. God damn it. Like, that's so hard to ask. Why is it got to be red versus blue? I just want to take my family to a game
that's the color of our teams.
That is true. Yeah, you're right. Like and subscribe. Be on the lookout for more content from Kaiju Live, yada, yada, yada. And now we leave you with umpires being replaced by robots. Have a great day, everybody. It's a ball!
And the Braves still went on to win that game in shutout fashion. So it didn't help them.